or Spiegel. You don't have VC verified, so if you want to go up into the VC check-in, somebody can meet you up there so you can be verified. Okay. Also, Dandelion, I don't know if you can put out a ping to everybody for the precious metal takeover, if you're able to do that.
Yes, I will do that right now.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so for our agenda today, the question will be, what's your most memorable encounter with someone in the server? So it can be with a globe earther, flat earther, or anyone. And if you haven't answered the question, because I don't think Iggs has been here for Precious Metal Takeover before, for example, that you can just share with us your story of how you came to Flat Earth. So I will ask the question to Tap first, and then he can take it away.
Hi guys. So, for my most memorable encounter with anyone in the server, I would honestly have to say, it would be Octane Weasel. Now, I mean, this is the most memorable person I can think of because since I joined the server, me and Octane Weasel would have these hour, 2 hour long chats about about the shape of the earth, obviously, about his view, obviously him being a globe earther, and me being a flat earther. I would always debate him, and he would sharpen up my skills when it comes to debating. And I feel like this is memorable because without Octane Weasel being the person I would be there talking to about the topic, because I first talked to him when I was really getting experience in debating. I didn't really know too much about the topic. This was like 4 months ago, 5 months ago. So it was really interesting talking to him and us having these debates, and I guess it really helped me when it comes to the debating part.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, yeah, sorry about that, but a person, would you like to tell us about your most memorable encounter with someone in the server?
Of course, I was just edging to get there. So
Perfect.
I have to say mine was rather recent, and I'm a little bit upset that you didn't mention me, Tap. I've got to state that first. Yeah, yeah. Yesterday when we were having our debate, two flat earthers got into a debate, right? Me first, Tap, and we were. I think he was the Glober, right? We were role playing. You were the Glober, and we were trying to debate gravity, and that was honestly as short lived and what do you want to call it? As short lived and um, I don't know. It was very fun. It was very fun, very sarcastic and fun. I loved it.
Indeed, it was. It was really great. Yeah. Creation Bear. You with us?
I thought I got to pass the mic.
Oh, well, I mean, it's sort of like we go down the VC. I mean, if you like to though, you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass the mic to Iggs because
Go for it. Wait, is Iggs a silver? Yeah. Okay. All right. Go for it. Iggs. Iggs, you with us?
Well,
Guess
we
not.
can go back to Iggs.
Dang it.
It's alright.
We'll get to him. Don't worry. You'll remind us, a person. I have a feeling you will.
Of course I will. Yes, indeed.
Awesome,
Perfect.
awesome. So, Creation Bear, you with us? We're just gonna carry on.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Awesome. What's up, Creation?
So,
how are you?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
Nice, marvelous.
So, what I decided to do was just compile a few of the moments. I've got maybe like 3 or 4 we could listen to, but just kind of like moments where maybe the soundboard really worked or people enjoyed it. So I've compiled a few of those, and I'll just play a few of them for you guys.
Awesome.
Well, what's the other one? We don't know. Magic speed.
Magic speed. The magic speed thing has come up several times in the last week or so. So I think it was you that brought it up first, Chocolate, right? With the trajectory that an asteroid would have to take to make the craters on the moon. Do you want to just run his comments or Neil deGrasse Tyson's comments back fast for us?
Turns out there is a magic speed.
That's Creation Bear. Thank you very much. It turns out there's a magic speed.
It's the way he said it, like he's talking to a 5th grade class. Like, wow, guys, there's a magic speed. Hello, is my voice normal?
I don't know. So you'll never be trusted again. So don't worry about it.
Dude, this is my voice. I turned it off. The program, bro. What the fuck you doing here? Identify yourself. Who the fuck are you?
We won't laugh. Maybe chuckle, but we won't laugh.
Can you just say it instead of us having to try to read your mind?
Refraction.
Okay, refraction. Yeah.
Okay.
Yay, we're Victor Refraction. Thank you.
Arguing with people for 5 years. Everyone who comes in here opens up with what they think is their strongest proof to try and just shotgun blast the argument. And every time this is what happens. It ends up being a week, just limp dick.
I'm too weak. And just let's go. Wow. With the quickness.
Just in a vacuum that's ever expanding. One of numerous planets, one of which is a gas giant in a vacuum. As we spin, revolve, and shoot through space, as the galaxy also shoots.
You dug down deep into the earth and confirmed
the furthest that you can dig in the Earth is 7.8 miles. So you're making a claim about 4,000 miles. So would you like to substantiate and verify your claim for me?
The sound effects, I can't. All right, I don't know.
Skilled. The point is.
So yeah, that's a few of them, and those are just some of the small moments that I really enjoy here, and I hope you guys enjoy those too.
That was awesome.
That was
Thanks
awesome,
for
yeah.
that. I really enjoyed that.
Nice. All right. So, have we? Awesome. We'll get to you next. Tap. What?
No, I tagged you, so you'd ask.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, Miguel. Is that how you say your name? Miguel.
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 How are you?
Hi. I'm wonderful. How are you?
Well, sorry. Well, thanks.
Oh, you're well. Okay. All right, nice. So, what would you say your most memorable encounter with anyone in the server is?
The server. Okay, so I talked to this guy. Just a moment. He's a Brazilian. Donato Bier, you know? He's a
I'm
silver.
not familiar.
Donato Bier. He's from the server too. Okay, but he's Brazilian. He doesn't talk too much. I talked to him the other day. We speak Brazilian. You know? I speak Portuguese. It's like Brazil too. So yeah, it was a good conversation about Flat Earth. And I like to be here. I like hearing Quantum Eraser and you guys. I was used to watching Flat Earth things in Portuguese and talk. And this is my first one to talk in English, you know. So I'm perfection this thing to talk in English to you guys. Okay, it's amazing to be here.
That's awesome, man. Well, thank you very much. And now I don't know about anyone else in here, but I have never heard you speak myself. And you know, last week we were we were talking about your story and your how you really found flat Earth. Well, how everyone else found flat Earth, but we didn't hear it from you. Would you like to share that with us right now, seeing as we've never heard you talk before?
Yes, I had been here, I think last December or beginning of January. I talked to Vlad, and Jamesy. I talk. Okay, so when I wake up to flat Earth is what you want, yes?
Yep.
Okay, so I was watching at the year 2015, 15, 16. I was watching, I had watched NASA Lies, lots of videos about that. Of course, I know I watched 2 years before about 9/11, etc. Okay, so I was so I watched NASA Lies, and then I was watching other movies, other videos at the YouTube channel, and I found these guys from Brazil. They did a scratch model, about the Earth, the flat Earth model, and that was my first time. And I was amazing about the ice circling around us, the Antarctica, and that thing was keeping revolving my mind. I was doing my normal things in life, but when I was here at Portugal, when I was traveling by train from Lisbon to Porto, and there's there's a place where we can see the ocean, like 5 minutes. We at the coast, we have the railway of the train, and I was watching to the window, and I was watching to the horizon, of the ocean, and I was thinking, my God, how this is possible? And because I know the railways of the trains are made level, most level possible, So I was watching to the to the level of the ocean, and that's why when I wake up,
Wow.
and then since then I start doing my own research. It's a pity because YouTube are censorship now, a flat Earth team. But okay, I have a lot of I have a flat Earth folder, a lot of stuff there. Some videos are not more available at YouTube, and I have them. Okay, so and I'm here to keep growing up, and sharing some informations. Some weeks ago, I found this guy talking about a flat Earth map from the year 1514. Yeah, and it's amazing because in my school, when I was younger, I was. They teach us that in those times, 500 years ago, the Portuguese when the Portuguese and the Spanish when they are discovering the world, and at that time the Portuguese they live the life with the flat Earth, normal thing. So it's amazing, and yeah, it's amazing how they indoctrinated us from the school. Yeah, but
yes.
That is
yes, go on.
awesome. So your real wake up was you're next to the next to the shore or the
Yes.
and you're looking at the horizon and you saw railways as well, and you saw that you knew
Yeah.
that the railways were
Yeah.
flat, and then you looked at the horizon was flat too, and you're like, what?
Yes.
That was like the real, like wake
Wake
up.
up.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
That's why I'm here.
That is awesome.
Yeah, and Jamsi is here too. Okay, so I talked to him about these guys that did this experiments in the big lights of the wall. They so they start from scratch, with and they contract those guys, engineers and topographers, to give credibility to the experiments they made. So they release a documentary that's called Convex Earth, but it's the same flat Earth, They say it's flat. They found out that the water tries to find its level, that's flatness, and they say convex because of the height of the continents, 0.2 degrees. But it's flatter. It's the same flatter. Okay, so they released this documentary, and I saw that at that time, and it's one of my bases. Okay, the experiments they did. They found Antarctica around us too, and at the north, was New Zealand, and the New Zealand up there, and at the short of the Antarctica there, and they release a Ike balloon, and they saw another land beyond that ice there of Antarctica, and so yeah, I don't know if you saw the representation of the flat Earth and the lands beyond. I don't know if maybe they found one. They saw a huge land mass there, continent maybe. So, and they had access, with the help of Navy of Brazil and other countries. So they have access to investigate, to do the research, and they soon will release another documentary about the stars, the anomaly of the stars, the movements. So it will be interesting to see that too.
Yeah.
They are researching, and
oh, sorry.
Yes.
Did you say you were in Brazil? Sorry, Miguel.
No, I'm from Portugal. I speak Portuguese, but Brazilian people speak Portuguese because the Portuguese discovered Brazil.
Oh,
So,
right.
yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. So, okay. So what I was saying? Yeah, and those guys, they have a place with observatory and other stuff. They have access to high tech instruments. They made a 3-kilometer laser beams. I don't know. You have to 300 kilometers. You have to convert to miles. And they talk later. They talk to lots of flat earthers. They doing the same research, but they start from their own investigation. And these guys, these engineers, at the beginning, they say. They had this model in their heads about the globe, and it was like impossible, when they went doing the experiments at the water, the big lakes, and less humidity to not interfere with the experiments. And then, when a globe guys like those engineers, when they find out that there's no curvature at the water, they turn to flat Earth, of course. And it's amazing. I'm here to sharing information with you and going to the next level.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Well, no, thank you. Yeah, thank you for sharing that and your story and everything. I am gonna cut you off just quick because there is 2 Beastie Verifieds here, but we'll see if they want to speak to us. If not, then we'll continue. Noah, are you there? Can you unmute your mic, Noah? Okay. Well, you're unmuted, but I can't hear you. Also, oh, hang on. Okay, well, if you can get your mic sorted out, just let us know and you can jump in if you have any questions about the shape of the Earth for us. And then we have Super... Oh, man, I'm so bad with names. Blueros, are you there? You have control of your mic, I believe. Okay. What about You See Me? So Free? Is that how you say your name? Are you there?
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, hi. Welcome to the server. How are you?
Oh no, I've been here for a minute.
Oh, okay. So, what shape do you think the Earth is?
Oh, Jesus, who could say this point, Takes way too much explaining for me.
Why don't you join? Yeah, let us know. And if you have any questions, yeah, about the shape of the Earth, we can answer.
What's going on? Why is Russia putting a big fucking missile in the sea? Right.
But what does that have to do with the shape of the Earth, though?
It seems retarded. I think the Earth is flat. It has to be if Putin's putting a fucking missile in the ocean. Is that close to the United States? Like, it makes no sense.
Okay, I haven't heard of that, but I'm not up on what Russia's doing.
You gotta stay woke, sweetie.
Oh, was somebody trying to say something? Whoever was trying to speak, their mic isn't good. Okay, so you do know that the Earth is flat, then?
I mean, supposedly, yeah.
Supposedly.
But supposedly anything could be flat.
What?
Okay, so why then do you... Okay, so you say you think that you know the Earth's flat, but... Okay, explain your logic here then, and we can... if you have any questions.
I can't admit it to myself that the Earth
You don't think the Earth is flat, dude?
Oh, Witsit, I'm sorry to interrupt, but we're doing precious metal takeover, so it's silver and gold for now.
But he is. Oh, he's gold.
Hello,
He's
family.
moderator.
Oh.
Demoted now.
I know. Would you like to identify as a silver for today, Witsit?
Nah, it's cool.
Anoint him a gold for the next 2 hours. I vote.
Yeah, just take the mod off for 2 hours. No. Anyway, sorry. You see me? Did you want to get back to that conversation? I guess not. Oh, I can't see who's talking right now. You see me? You see me? Whatever.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yo,
Mic check.
I'm playing a video game. Okay, I was in here listening to relax.
Oh, that's totally fine. I'm just asking if you want to have a conversation. You don't have to. If you don't want to, that's totally
How old
fine.
are you?
How old am I? What does that matter?
Because you sound like my age.
Okay, well, that's okay. I don't have to disclose my age. I'm not sure why that's relevant to the conversation.
Yeah.
About the shape of the earth.
So why
but-
do you want to have a conversation with me if that's not
This
relevant?
isn't a hookup website.
Diamondletters.com. That's a very intimate question.
We'll just do like speed dating at one point, maybe, perhaps, but not today, you see me. So, the reason that I wanted to have a conversation with you is because you were just VC verified, and that's, what we usually do is if someone is just VC verified, we give them the opportunity to ask questions about the shape of the earth and get to know them better and to see what their views on the earth are. But if you don't want to have a conversation, if you just want to play your video games and listen, that's totally fine too. That's not a problem.
Mic check. Can you hear me,
Yes.
guys?
Yo,
Yeah, hey,
I'm
Peppy,
clutching,
how
dude.
are
I
you?
just killed 3 people.
Hello,
Calm
family.
Okay, well, why don't you mute yourself, you see me,
Call to me
and
in my chat. Call to me in my chat. Come. Yes. Come here. We go in
The new
visible
guy,
life.
why are you lying about the shape of the earth?
My friend, I never said I didn't.
Yeah, you said you believe the earth is flat, but flat earth is not a belief, it's not a religion. Did you know that?
He thinks it's a cult, brother. That's all. He wants to join the cult.
Yeah.
It's a fact. Tell him, get be good.
Do you know
I don't know if
any
he really wants to talk
measurements?
to us.
Any measurements that prove the globe?
Why don't we talk to I am Baymax? Maybe he'll want to have a conversation and isn't distracted by killing people in a video game. Baymax, are you there?
Yeah,
Oh, hi. Welcome to the server. How are you?
I'm okay. What about you?
Good. I'm pretty good, thank you. What shape do you think the Earth is?
I'd say, well, I'm leaning towards flat.
And why are you leaning towards flat?
I don't know really. It's just a prominent thought in my head, to be honest.
Problem in your head?
A prominent thought.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Prominent. It's like a strong feeling I have.
Ah, strong feeling.
Yes.
Okay.
Epiphany.
How
Would you like to explain
ago
this
did
little
you-
to us?
How long did you find out about the flat earth?
Not that long ago. Only a few months ago.
Where did you heard about it?
On YouTube.
Can you tell us, like, which YouTuber?
I can't exactly remember it to be exact, but I saw a bit of it and then it made me think about it.
What were they saying in that video?
They were talking about like the gas particles or something about like that.
Gas pressure.
Sorry, yeah. That's what I meant.
I see. That's interesting topic. What did you understood from that video?
They said, what did they say? It was something about like something about the gas in like a jar or something. I can't remember exactly.
Container.
Yeah, that's it.
And do you believe in the vacuum of space?
I don't really know, to be honest. I'm not that educated on it.
Yeah. Well, we have a 3 points questions. We usually ask the newcomers here. Would you like to go through them with me?
All right. I think me and my friend Moors would he's the person that's also with me. He might want to.
Oh,
well.
it is not a contest. It is not an IQ test. It's just to establish what you know about the shape of the Earth.
No, as in
Very simple.
My friend Maud is also he's my friend, so he's just trying to get. He's in a bit of the he's in the same boat as I am.
Okay, then you can both hear. I mean, this is your account, correct?
Yes.
Well,
can I have one request? I am Baymax. Can you turn up your mic because it's very low?
Is this better?
Yeah, a little better. You can go.
Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Only a
No
little
problem,
bit.
Roger.
Is that better?
Yes.
Yeah, better.
Oh, okay.
Better.
Great. So the first question: do you know in mankind history when and how and who proved that the Earth is a globe? And what method did he use to prove it, to demonstrate?
I'm not sure, really.
Okay. Yeah, you don't. I don't know. Is honest
Not to
answer.
correct you,
Very quick.
Gib, don't you mean curvature, not just globe in general? Just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah, correct. Curvature.
Yeah, how have they proven or determined curvature from ancient times up until today? Do you know, Baymax or Moors, if you guys want to be a team and answer them together?
No, I don't really know, to be honest.
No, that's awesome. That's
No
and these
problem.
aren't trick
Yeah.
questions, right? Like he's not asking them to trick you. It's just these are positive claims made by the globe model to just show you if you know that. So continue. Sorry, get.
No problem. Thank you. So the second question is: do you know who measured that the Earth is spinning around its axis or around the Sun, and measured its speed, and by which method?
I don't know.
Right. The third question, last question. Do you know of any experiment or that say that you can have gas pressure next to a vacuum without a container?
No.
Russia.
Yeah, great. So these questions now establish that you don't know much about the globe model. It's a belief, usually, is what we are told. We see on TV, but
Yeah.
you don't know of any empirical evidence or like.
No. Well.
Yeah.
Well, when I was like, everyone says it's round, but
Yeah, once we
I believe.
establish this, now you can ask us questions on any of these three subjects or any other.
How
We will be.
How does the water not fly away?
How does the water not fly away?
Like no, the ocean.
The ocean.
Like,
yeah,
how
right.
does it work? If that makes sense.
How does it stick
Because
to the
it-
ground?
Yeah,
How-
go for
how
it,
doesn't-
Sophia.
If the world is round, why wouldn't the ocean just like tip, like just fall? Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that is a good question. But actually, we do not see curvature over large bodies of water. We cannot measure any kind of curvature.
What's the story of? I heard something
Yeah.
about this like Arctic Circle or something. What is that?
Arctic
It is
Circle.
The,
Well,
the ice wall they call Antarctica.
to be honest, that's a very hard question because no civilian has the right to travel there. To Antarctica. We have an Antarctic treaty signed by many countries together, and this is the only treaty in world history which has never been broken. Yeah, so it's a military zone. Sorry guys, I have to go. Can someone else take over?
That's okay, man. We got it.
Yeah.
Thank you, though.
Great.
Thank you for contributing. You too, man. Take it easy.
Thank you also. Thank you. Bye bye.
Have a great day. Bye bye.
I guess the question would be beyond Antarctica, what's keeping everything in?
Yeah. So, what's the question that you had? Why does water not flow away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that we are more stick to the ground, and we want to see that geometrical spherical shape, and we don't see that. And
Well,
nobody knows what it is.
So, I mean, here's the thing. If we were to take it like logically, right? Let's take a logic approach to this and use an example of a glass or a glass on a table, right? Let's say we filled this glass with water. We would see that the water doesn't fly out or that the water doesn't spill. Well, whenever you pour it, let's say we pour it halfway, the water doesn't spill out of the cup or the glass because of the containment of the walls that are around it, right?
Yeah.
And the water in the glass is flat. We can see that the water on
Level.
Earth is flat, level. Yeah.
Yeah. I still have another 10 minutes, so I'm back.
Finish.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. So obviously we can see that the water's flat. It's level. And that's pretty much it. We understand we must require containment because if we started to pour it out, if the water wasn't level, we would see that the water's flying away, floating out, and stuff like that. And it's not, that's not what we naturally observe in the world. We observe the water being level, so we require containment.
Yep.
What about when you pour liquid helium?
Sorry?
What will liquid helium do? When you pour liquid helium in a glass, what will happen?
I'm not too familiar with liquid helium.
Well, liquid helium flows upwards. It's climbing the wall of the container and it flows outside of it.
Yeah, but the ocean, the ocean isn't liquid helium.
Yeah. Of course, yeah, true. But this is something they don't tell you in school.
I don't go to school.
Yeah.
Are you done yet?
So.
Do you have mountains in your country? Do you have mountains in your country?
Do we have what?
Mountains.
Mountains. We do indeed.
Okay. How you measure the how mountains is high?
Tape measure.
But from what?
From what?
Huh? Oh, you measure it from like.
What's
the
your
tip
What's your
to the
reference
base.
point?
What is your reference
Your
point?
baseline.
What do you mean?
Your starting point from the measurement. How do you measure it?
Oh,
What's the starting point?
it's when the mountain from ground level up to the top, like the tippity top.
What ground level?
The ground level.
It's sea level.
I never heard of that.
I've heard of sea level.
Sea level.
Sea level.
Yeah, sea level even. That's sea level.
Yeah.
But listen, this logic now. If Earth is curving, how they realize how mountains are high?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yep. The sea has to be level.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the logic. I don't know.
To get any sort of measurement, you have to go from sea level. But if everything is curving and round, you can't take any measurements for any height because you have a drop rate. If you have a drop rate, then you can't measure any height to anything because it will change. So the mountain from one beat will be X height, and from another reference point, it will be more or less. So when they say sea level, that means it's the level, the sea is flat. So you have a reference point that's immutable. Do you get me?
Because beginning of, let's say, the Himalaya and the end of that mountains, it's not on the same level on the globe model.
Are you guys there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. So
you want more
the
logic?
reference
You can watch in
You guys have-
Bogonalis example. That is only logic. That is without observation, anything. Only speaking like this. I will post you now a drawing and tell me. Let's say that we are two flat earthers and we want to go to observe or whatever, two globers. Alice has 8-inch per mile square drop, and Bob has 80 per mile square drop. How is that possible?
I don't know.
If I'm opposite of you in, let's say, 40 kilometers, I
Yeah.
should have drop and you should have drop, but that is not possible on the sphere. Somebody need to be on the top, and somebody need to be down.
Mm-hmm.
When you draw a tangent line on a sphere or on a circle, the further you go on that tangent, you will have a curvature drop rate. That's what it means. This 8-inch per mile squared. Every mile you walk, your drop rate increases exponentially.
Somebody's hot micing.
I think it's Sasha. Maybe if you're not speaking, can you just put yourself? No, it's all good. I mean, I don't mind hearing your children. That's awesome. But
yeah, I'm making bubbles in the garden, playing with kids and speaking with you.
Oh, awesome! No, that's great. Okay, so where were we?
I'm just basically getting an idea on how they think. I guess asking questions, or they're asking questions on how things work. Do you understand how we have how the water stays level now?
Yeah, with the containment.
Yeah, because of the necessary antecedent, the containment of the water, keeping it level. Awesome. Have you got any more questions?
I don't.
What about your friend?
Friends, do you have any questions?
Jake T and I am Baymax, I believe, are your friends. Do they have any questions?
Yeah, I met them yesterday.
Oh, nice.
You can ask something like, "What you people in reality can show me that I can think that Earth is flat."
I'm not friends with Morse.
Okay. Okay. Well, either way, if you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Wouldn't the Earth be like, if it showed curvature, you would be able to see, like from like Dover, you can see Calais in France. But if it was curvature, would you not be able to see it?
Sorry, would you like to rephrase that question? If there was curvature, would you not be able to see it? That doesn't really make sense.
If there was like curvature to the world, you wouldn't be able to see like from
Yeah,
country
you're
to country,
right.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's what's all. Yeah.
Yeah. But what do you observe though? Do you can you see from Cali to France?
Well, from Dover. When I went, I've been when I was on a school trip where we went down to Dover because we're going to France. We went to Dover, and since it was a good day, we could see Calais.
With your naked eye?
No, you're
Oh.
naked. But you can still see it.
You have in one British movie. You have in one British movie scene when this boy is saying to girl, you can see the Calais from Dover, you know, and he's saying that he was going with his grandmother. That's movie, but okay, he's saying, but he's saying with his own eyes.
I mean, maybe it depends. It probably really depends on the day, but you could definitely see it with like when you use binoculars or something.
What? Did you use binoculars to see it?
Yeah, on that day. But I've heard you can see it without on a really good day.
Oh, okay.
Without like sea mist or anything.
Is my mic working?
Hi. Yep.
Hello.
You're good,
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All
Welcome.
good. Okay.
Did you have a question?
If not, could we get somebody silver or gold or moderator to hop up into VC check-in 1 because we've got Razko and it looks like he's waiting for VC verification. You might want to catch him quick because he might be leaving soon. Oh, there we go. Sophia's on it. Nice. Oh,
We
and MJ.
also have perfect, and we have Grace here as well. If Grace, are you there?
Welcome, Grace. How are you?
Thank you. Good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thanks for asking. So what do you think about the shape of the Earth?
Huh?
What do you think about the shape of the Earth?
I don't know. Pretty
You don't know?
interesting, I guess.
Okay, what do you think of? Sorry, let me rephrase that. What do you think you're living on? Do you think you're living on a spinning sphere, an oblate spheroid, or a flat
A
plane?
sphere?
Yeah, do you think you're living on a sphere? On a globe?
On the globe.
You do. Okay, now what do you think then?
We're living on a globe?
Do you think that?
Yeah.
Now what do you think that?
He's saying yes.
Huh?
He's practically asking you how do you know that we are living on the globe?
She's saying she's believing in a globe.
Yeah. So now why do you believe that? Do you have any proof for it, or is it just a belief?
Aren't we living on the globe?
No, we're not. No, we're not.
Shouldn't you be able to prove that we live on a spinning globe?
You need proof to back that up.
But if we were on a spaceship and we, look outside,
But
no one believes we're on a spaceship.
I said if.
No. So I think what she's saying is, if we were in a spaceship, we'd be able to look out and see the globe. Okay, Grace, have you ever been on a spaceship?
No.
No. So, do you know that it's a globe?
Anyone?
Or do you
No.
think that it's a globe?
I think the Earth is globe.
You think the Earth is a globe. Okay. So now, what's stopping you from thinking and knowing So why do you not know that it's a globe? Why do you still think that it's a globe? Because thinking something and knowing something are two completely different things, right? They're of similar nature, but you've got to think something, and it's just a thought. There's no real proof behind it. But if you know something, you know it for a fact.
You go up now. Paul will come soon.
Sorry, what?
Actually,
Sasha,
I think
we
she
didn't hear
used the word think instead of belief. With the meaning of belief, yeah.
So Grace, again, do you think that do you believe that you're living on a sphere, or do you know? Is it a
I
fact?
believe that we're living on a sphere.
You believe? Okay, that's fine. So I assume you have no proof for the sphere Earth, do you?
NASA?
Is NASA proof?
No.
That's 4 letters.
What about NASA makes it prove to you that we live on a spinning ball going through space?
I mean, why would NASA exist if the Earth is like?
Why would they exist?
Yeah, why would NASA exist if
To lie to you about the truth.
To deceive you, so they can control your mind.
Isn't
To lie you from the beginning when they realized then we are closed system, and to start to lie to you because they don't want to tell you the truth that we are in closed system. From that time when they realized, let's say,
What are they gaining from lying to us, though?
Once they lie, once
money?
they convince you, once they lie to you where you are and where you're from, they can convince you a lot of other things in order to control you and push their own agenda.
So,
but the better thing
Probably Krishna.
is not to ask why would NASA exist or how NASA lied, let's say. That was the question. How NASA lied.
How what? Live or lie?
How
L-I-E.
How NASA lied. You can ask that question, for example, not why, because nobody
If
knows
you
why.
search NASA in Hebrew, it means to deceive, and they deceive a lot.
But that's
I mean,
not the point.
isn't it just the what is it called? Abbreviation? Doesn't have just. Isn't it just the abbreviation?
Sorry, say it again.
From
The NASA
an
is just the
abbreviation.
abbreviation. Yeah, just for national.
Abbreviation from not a space agency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Never a straight answer.
See, everything they use is in symbols. Like if you haven't got that yet, there's a lot of catching up to do. It's everything about the symbols and the logos. They're telling you things, but they haven't told you how to decipher it. The whole it's hard to tell somebody that everything you think you know about just about everything has been given to us. And so, like somebody was saying, if they can tell you that you live in a different place, so what they gain from it is everything, all of your resources that belong to you here on this earth. They can tell you that those things are really rare and expensive. Then you end up working your whole life towards something that you can never get ahead in an unfair monetary system. You see how that works?
So they're waffling.
It is a scam.
No, they're stealing, killing, murdering to get all the resources on Earth because they think it's theirs, but it's really yours.
So they're
it's
greedy and they
ours.
waffle.
Yeah, to double speak. That's why I don't know how far you've gotten on like the globe or anything, but
Wait, I was just thinking, right? Do you know, say if you were in Alaska, right? The only way you'd get to Russia is to fly across the world. So, if the world was flat, how come you can fly from Alaska to Russia?
Listen,
just like across.
Listen, all the oceans on Earth are horizontal to each other. There are no oceans down below you. So right now, point to the direction of Africa, wherever you're at. Just point to that direction. What does that look like when you're pointing to it?
Wait, I need to locate where Africa is. Wait.
No,
That
just
way.
do it like instinctively. Which direction? Because we live here on the surface of Earth, so there's directions.
That
So
way.
if you're standing out in the world, like right now, you're in a room or in a building or outside of wherever you're at, point to that direction. Which way are you pointing?
I'm pointing to my left.
To your what?
My left.
See? So you're pointing horizontal to you. Nobody in their right mind says, like, I'm on the West Coast in California. Nobody in their right mind is pointing down towards Japan. You point out towards the west. Your arm goes in that direction you point out. That's just instinctive. We know we're on a flat, stationary. All water is horizontal on the oceans to each other. There's no water that's on the bottom of a ball.
Everything we observe tells us that we are not in motion. That we are flat and stationary. The
So
only
there's never
thing
been-
otherwise is NASA telling you that it isn't.
There's
With
never
fake
been
imagery.
any single one, not even one instance ever in all of humanity, in everything we think we know here, of curving water. No one has ever seen it. No one has ever measured it.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying. I'll put a picture.
NASA's
Okay, look, do you understand? You know we're not the Flat Earth Society here, right? You know that?
What?
You know we are not the Flat Earth Society. You know that, right?
Yeah.
And do you have an image in your mind of what, like, Flat Earth is? Like, do you have some image?
Yeah, I have.
What is it? And what does that image in your mind look like?
It's just a flat, and it's a circle, and then Antarctica is at the edge of the circle, making sure.
Okay, so is that something in your mind that's like a flat pancake disc
Yeah,
in space? In space?
Yeah.
See, nobody here has that. No flat earther believes those things. Those ideas that you have of this stupid flat Earth flying out in space. What do these people think? The water's going to fall off the fucking edge, right? Isn't that the image you have?
No, that's why I'm
Not really. Not really.
No swearing. No swearing.
Why'd you swear? I did nothing wrong.
No, he didn't do anything wrong. Anyway, so what I was trying to say is, like, the North is the center area. We're not claiming an edge because we can't go that far past the 60th parallel. There's treaty, the Antarctic Treaty in place that all the nations that are supposedly enemies and killing each other off all the time agree with, that nobody's going to go there. So they all have this treaty together to hide what it is out there. So all the oceans are horizontal. They're flat, horizontal. That's why we have the word horizon, because it means horizontal. Sea is level. So all the water, the nature of water is that it's all level. So can you imagine what we are is in a dish, like the Antarctic basin is where everything you know, it's all on flat. It's a flat stationary plane here on Earth. So you can imagine flying from USSR or the former USSR to North America is more going closer to the center north area than you believe it is, because they're telling you you're on a globe. But that's not what the world really is like. Aircraft that fly across the Atlantic, I've flown across the Atlantic on an airplane before.
Hey, Sonny, if I can interject real quick, if you show them that without claiming it as a model, just show them the IE map and give them a concept of it.
That's true.
We're at the halfway point right now, half fucking waypoint.
Awesome. So, does anyone else have any more questions? Grace, you were unmuting your mic a few times. It's not like when it was quiet. I don't know if you wanted to ask a question.
Are on the plane, right?
Sorry?
And you said next, like when you guys are on a plane to fly to a different country, and you guys sit, next to the window.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys not even look outside, or do you just put a photo of a flat Earth so you don't look at the Earth?
Oh, no. So
that's a good question.
I can take this one. I can take this one. So, I flew for about 15 years. I would say about once a month between the ages of about 10 and 25. So, what's that? 12, about 180 flights I've taken in my life. Do you think I ever saw curve on any of those flights?
Wait, where did you travel to?
He said he's flown 180 times.
Yeah,
but to what? To a different country? Or just to...
Doesn't matter where.
But all over the place. The longest flight I ever took was from England to New Zealand. Right? So I've flown lots of very far distances. Never saw Cove out of any windows.
Yeah, are you in the the live stream voice text, young lady?
Huh? No.
Is this her first day looking at this subject? I'm just curious. Go ahead, son.
Grace, if you go to directly, are you in the live stream voice text above this live stream? There's another channel you need to go on so you can see
I
the
see.
images that. Okay, so Roger just posted one, and I'm gonna post one of an infrared shot from 30,000 feet. And give me just a minute, I'll find it.
And just a reminder, not that we don't like hearing everybody speak, but it is Precious Metal Takeover. So, just a reminder.
Oh,
Yeah,
And-
crypto.
No, it's totally, it's fine. It's okay.
Crypto broke a rule. Crypto broke a rule.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I
totally
apologize.
fine. No worries, thank you.
I'll slap myself on the wrist.
Okay. What about you, MJ? Piping up too?
No. I was trying to, ruin his fun. But I just wanted to let you guys know, did you see the Rolls update? Oh, it feels good. My OCD is happy.
The Rolls update? What?
Yeah.
No.
Update your Discord, maybe.
Ooh. Oh, I don't have an update. It's
Epic.
not. Hmm.
Yeah, neither do I.
Yeah, I'll show you guys.
Okay,
Awesome.
thank you.
I didn't get any
Thanks,
updates.
MJ.
So.
And I just want to say welcome to Zan. He joined today, and he's a flat
Yeah.
earther.
So Zen, with the flat earther role, yes, you can post images.
I can't post images. I don't see any button to post.
Oh.
Live stream voice.
I lied.
text. Does he have a role? Anyway,
Yeah.
I didn't mean to rumpus.
Sorry, I rumpus somebody.
Oh, it's okay. I didn't mean to rumpus everybody. I know I'm kind of late to the party, but so. Anyway, at 4 minutes after, is that Grace I'm talking to? At 4 minutes after in the voice text, do you see that image I posted?
Are you in the voice text
image
now?
or in
Yeah,
is
so
it a YouTube?
No,
Yes, it's
so-
not there. Yeah, I'm sorry.
yes. No, sorry. We're in the live stream right now, and above it there's the live stream voice text. If you scroll up, if you click on that, let me know when
Oh,
you're
there. Sorry, I went
And then-
way too up.
Yeah, no, that's okay. So if you go to 4 minutes after the hour, you can see Sunny posted a picture. There's a couple things going on, so you have to scroll up just a little bit.
Yeah, and when you find the image, click on it, and it'll get a little bit larger.
Mm-hmm.
So this is from a video, and I can put the video from a channel, a guy that goes up and films the Earth from aircraft in infrared, because infrared takes like 99% of any effects of the atmos above the surface. It takes that out of the equation. So now, as far as the labels on this, like, I'm not gonna like say that these are exactly the places that he's saying, or they're, you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't there, but you can look at the video yourself of these infrared shots and video that he does. And what I did, that image is just a screenshot from the original video, and I'll put that video in as well. You can watch that on your own. Not too long.
And that dude who jumped out of a perfectly good balloon.
Oh, yes.
What's his name? Felix Baumgartner. He would have been about 2 millimeters above the surface of this globe. That's his edge of space jump. Now, I don't. It's fine. He wants to. I don't have a problem if he does it, but the honesty of it would greatly diminish what I think people thought he was actually doing. And not only that, they made sure to photograph him standing there with a really wide-angle lens, which curves horizontal lines. So in the photo, you see this curvature of Earth's surface, and he said, "Wow, he's in space. Look at that." No, he's not. At that height, you don't see. You don't see the curvature of the Earth if you are 2 millimeters above this beach ball. You just don't. That stuff is flat. And then I showed an example of wide-angle lenses curving horizontal. I tweeted that.
So that's Neil deGrasse Tyson talking. If you guys
Tweeted it. It must be real. Anyways.
Yeah. If you guys would like that video, I just posted it in the live stream voice text at 8 minutes after the hour. It's honestly hilarious. That stuff is flat, you know. And again,
Alright,
what somebody
guys.
was mentioning. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's fine. Tap, you finish first.
Well, I was gonna say, you know, it's what you guys were talking about when you guys were talking about NASA. You guys said it's, you know, it's hidden, like all of the things they use secrets to hide it, and you know that's literally it, right? Astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson tells you that stuff is flat, and you know, and his job is to literally study the Earth and everything like that. So, you know, it's hilarious, honestly.
Yeah, so speaking about studying, we just checked in Razcore, and he says he's never spoken to any real flat earthers before. He's a PhD in physics. So he says that he has some questions for flat earthers.
Oh,
awesome.
boy.
Oh, here we go.
Welcome,
actually, before we maybe get to Razcore, Grace, did that answer your question? I feel like we just cut that off.
It's fine.
Well, do you understand it now, though? Because whenever we look out of the plane window at 30,000 feet, we don't see curvature. And, you know, Neil deGrasse Tyson backed this up with his 100,000 plus feet from the Felix Baumgartner jump. He says you don't see curvature from 2 millimeters off this beach ball. That stuff is flat, right? So 100 plus thousand kilometers, or sorry, 100,000 feet plus, we don't see any curvature from there. We don't see any from a commercial airline, which is 30 to 40,000 feet.
Wait. Well, so I'm going to put a video in. Can someone please explain this to me?
What is the video?
It's the link on YouTube.
Let's see.
It's like NASA footage.
Yeah, we've actually got this. If you take a look at the live stream voice text, that's something that was posted like literally 10 minutes ago. But this is taken from that exact same video. Sorry, it's about to be there. There you go. So that's taken from the from the video. And the top picture is a quote unquote official NASA image of the blue marble of the Earth. And it shows you the size of that piece of land. I forget exactly where that is, if somebody would like to say it. But that piece of land is a lot smaller a lot larger on the stream than it is on their map or on their image.
That was New Mexico, man. Planet New Mexico.
There we go, New Mexico. Thank you very much.
That looks round, though.
Well, yeah, that's the exact same. That's the exact reason we're pointing it out.
Does anybody happen to have the? Does anyone happen to have the Felix Baumgartner where out the portal that is completely flat, and then when he leaves, then it's way curved?
I do not.
Anyone have that image? Or there's an image that is completely flat from the inside.
How about these?
And then it changes.
But I haven't got what you were talking about now.
No, Sonny, but you can see it clearly in the video.
Yeah, there's one.
Phoenix jumps.
Awesome.
Yeah, you can see it even right there from that little thumbnail. Is this PhD a PhD in physics?
Water physics.
I don't know. Like, I'm just wondering what branch like this person is supposed to be from, because he needs to be asked the same thing that QE asked the other PhD astronomer.
Are you there, Razcore? Oh, yeah.
So what's up, Razcore?
Yeah, can you guys hear me? Hey.
Yes, welcome to the server.
Yeah, thanks. So a bit of background. So I haven't actually finished my PhD. I moved to game development and some other stuff. So I'm not doing actively physics or whatever. But I did atmospheric science in my PhD and material science in my master's. But I don't think that's relevant to anything.
Well, that's a great thing that you've just mentioned. You said you study atmospheric. What? Sorry.
Atmospheric sciences like meteorology, air quality, that type of thing.
Awesome. So atmospheric sciences. Do you know what the definition of atmosphere is?
The definition?
Yeah. Sorry. If you were to break down the word, so atmos. Do you know what atmos is?
If you are asking like where did it come from, like what the root terms mean, I have no idea. It doesn't really mean anything.
Okay, so atmos means air or gas, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sphere would be, sphere. It would be a shape, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gas takes no shape. Gas is obviously omnidirectional. It doesn't, have a fixed shape. It moves everywhere. It constantly vibrates. So how can we have atmosphere, gas, sphere, a ball of gas, if gas doesn't take shape?
How can we? Well, if the Earth is a and the gas surrounds the Earth, then the air surrounds the Earth.
Yeah, but I think what
what
Tap
is
is
making
trying to
it-
say is that we have gas laws, and these are known axiom, and gas distributes to meet the equilibrium
Well,
of its surrounding, and it goes. Wait, I'm not done. And it goes omnidirectionally.
Mhm.
Gas does. Gas has no inherent shape. So it's a presupposition to say atmosphere because you already have built into it a globe.
Mhm.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah,
have
okay.
any measurement of a globe at all.
Right. That's pretty much. I mean, I don't really care about that. My question would be to someone like you is like, you mentioned science. You reference science in what you said. Do you actually believe in that science, like the laws, the ideal gas laws, and whatever?
Are you talking to me? I don't have to believe in science. Science is supposed to be related to cause and effect relationships.
I don't know what that means.
So I don't
Could I
have to
just,
believe in it.
sorry, could I just have a little chip in? Basically, the shape of the Earth is not a question of science. The shape of you don't science the shape of something. You science, as the chap just said there, Sonny, cause and effect. So while that science is a very good method and can help us find out how things work, science cannot tell us the shape of an object.
What can tell us the shape of an object then?
Measurement.
Measuring it.
Measurement,
Okay.
yeah.
Do you think that science has nothing to do with measuring?
No, we're talking about the Earth, right? So the Earth is a what is it question. That has nothing to do with science.
Sorry, Sonny. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, but that doesn't answer my question. So the science use
measurement has science. Measurement is used a lot in science.
Okay.
But what's that got to do with measuring the size of the shape of the Earth?
Well, we established that to get the size of something, you have to measure it. Science uses measurement.
Awesome.
Right.
Yeah, that's what we're asking.
Why go into science when you can just use measurement?
Yeah. So hold up. He mentioned a key point here, though. So you're on the right track. So what we're talking about is measurement. So Razkor, do you know of any time in history that the Earth's curvature, namely because a ball or a sphere, it requires a certain amount of drop over distance. So can you tell us when, where, and how curvature on Earth was ever measured by anyone before the age of flight?
Before the age, like I this is all irrelevant. I don't know, and I don't really care about that. But
no,
because
wait. I'm sorry to interrupt, but it is completely relevant. absolutely relevant because you're talking about the shape of something. And so a shape's like a ball has geometrics to it. It actually has a size they gave us. And if you go out and measure the surface and find no curvature in any direction, what is it?
Yeah, and most of the so-called science is based on this presupposition that it is a ball. So it's very relevant if it's measured to be a ball.
I know what it is. I know what it is. I know. Oh, can I answer? It's not a ball.
No.
All right. So, do you guys think that you can use different methods other than a measuring tape to measure stuff?
Wait a second. I don't think we're done here. So on curvature, you don't have a validating actual direct measurement of this curvature. So what you think now or whatever you believe about what they told us that you're living on a spherical object is only a belief, and that's it.
Yeah, but I'm getting there, right? So my question was, do you think that there's a possibility, there's a way to measure stuff without direct measurement, as in a tape or something like that?
No, you don't need a tape. We have straight edge light sources called lasers. Yeah, that's like using a straight edge.
What?
A laser light is like using a straight edge. Like if you're a machinist, like I was, use a straight edge on level surfaces.
Okay.
You can use a laser as a straight edge. It's a measurement device if you know the distance that you're pointing to.
Also, high-powered cameras with zoom lenses. Go ahead, son.
So the laser will shoot in a straight line, objectively and measurably every time, a straight line, unless there are extreme differences in the in the medium above the surface. You can shoot a laser across water miles and miles and miles, and then we just used the math the globe Earth gave us, a radius of 3,959 miles, and we can determine how much drop there is supposed to be, let's say in 15 miles, because we have laser shots from over 15 miles. And you see that it's, like 200 feet or something like that in that distance, and the laser is hitting the target from the same height as the laser is, then you know the surface it's shooting over is absolutely not curving. This has been done thousands of times now.
Okay. Fine. Can I ask a couple of questions? And then I'll just let you discuss whatever.
I'd like to hear you respond to what I said about the lasers. How are they hitting
I
their
have
target every time? They hit their target every time, sir.
Hello?
You're talking about like, how much did you say, 200 feet?
No, 21 miles. Does anyone know the longest distance? We have a FE Corps, they're field engineers that went out and did technical laser
I think
tests.
it's 29 miles.
29 miles, is that Lake Balaton?
I think it's 29, but it's far. It's way more than 20.
Yeah, 30 miles would be like 400 feet of drop.
I'm sorry, did somebody see tap?
No.
Oh, okay,
No.
sorry about that.
All good.
Is hello? Hello?
Hi.
Yeah, hi.
Is anyone watching the Champions League final tonight? I hope Sterling doesn't score.
Pardon me?
What? We're having a conversation right now.
We're talking about lasers over water right
do
now.
you have anything to add to that conversation?
No, he doesn't. Well, can I address this thing that Razcor was just saying so we can dispel this?
Move on.
We can focus, right?
So we can move on. Yeah.
Well, he was about to ask, do you think that science there's no other ways to measure stuff other than measuring tape? I know where he's going, right? We all know where he's going. What we're trying to say is that if you're going to use math and science and all these different whatever, right? If you're going to use an equation to predict to calculate something, right? That's fine, but you have to have the values, the x plus y equals z, right? Like you have to know what x is, you have to know what z is, you have to know those values in the mathematical equation have to have come from somewhere in the real world where they have been measured. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
You can't just assume those numbers. So when you do any kind of globe math, you're going to use a radius of 3959 miles. Okay, where was that number ever established or verified or validated? When you're going to use the distance to the sun as an equation for what like where was that value verified or actually measured at some point? You can't just assume a number. Does that make sense? I mean,
yeah, well,
you can do all that kind of math, and as long as those numbers work, that's fine. But where did those numbers come from? If they were just made up, and that's what we're assuming, then that's not very good measurement.
Yeah, yes, everything relies on it. Absolutely everything. The day-night cycle, seasons, the length of the day, like gravitation, like your orbits, like orbital mechanics, everything relies on that radius value. So what we're asking is, when was that ever established in the first place? Because we need a baseline, like Fuzzy was saying. You need a baseline to go by. We have to use something real from the natural world. So what I was trying to say and get to the point of is that there has never been any measurement that validates the baseline claim of the radius value.
All right. So, yeah, sure. But to tell you the truth, so I don't know about these measurements. I don't know about these calculations. I don't even know how you calculate like the surface curvature or whatever.
That's just the concept of knowing that.
I understand. So my point was, I don't really know about the topic, so I can't really respond to that, and I'm not really interested in it, in like the math of globe or whatever.
No, but you're missing the point. You're missing the point. Where has any calculation that NASA has ever done is going to involve 3959 miles of a radius of Earth to calculate everything, how fast the Earth should be turning based on day and night cycles. It has to be this size. NASA has said that it is the center of the Earth to the surface is 3959 miles, not 3964 or 3029. 3959 miles. Right? That is what Google will tell you when you look it up. Where has that number ever been substantiated? That is the problem.
Okay.
That is the crux of the argument. That is the crux of the problem. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get that. I just don't know about the topic, so I can't engage with it. But I want to.
Listen. Here's the topic. The topic is they told us you live in a ball. Everything relies on the sphericity of Earth. So that's the first claim that the ball Earth makes. All we did is take their claim and say, let's see if it matches reality. Gone out into the natural Earth that we live on, and we find water is completely horizontal all over the entire Earth. Mm-hmm. There's no curvature. We have actual measurements of known distances from shore where we have from 10 times further, that would make the radius 10 times larger, to 30 times, to hundreds of times larger. That would make the radius of Earth millions and millions of times just by looking at Earth itself over water and taking measurements. It's not a ball in any sense at all. It doesn't conform to the geometrics of a ball. That's why we have. That's why we have lighthouses that work day in, day out. And lighthouses usually aren't that high, because if you go too high, then you end up in the clouds and you'll be covered by fog. So lighthouses are used by navigators and have been for centuries because water is horizontal. Otherwise, a lighthouse would not even work. It would be under a curve of hundreds of feet to miles. You understand that? Water's
what do you
flat.
want me to respond? Like, I told you I'm not interested in this
You're not interested, but you're in a flat Earth server, sir.
Yeah, why did you come if you're not interested?
Why are you
to
here?
discuss the shape of
Why
the
are you here
Earth?
then?
You have something about satellites or something you had a question about? Like,
Yeah,
I'm not sure why you're here then.
Yeah, I wanted to ask a couple of questions and then I'll leave.
You don't have to leave, but I don't understand why you can't respond to what we're saying if you...
Because I don't know about the topic.
You said
But
you
don't you
work
say
in
don't you say the relevance of the mind climb of the globe being the arbiter?
Okay, you guys, stop talking.
a
Hey, stop talking over each other, please.
I know. Wait a second. So you said you worked in atmospherics. So they have geometry if it's a sphere, right?
I don't know where you're going with this. They have geometry.
Why don't we
What
let
does
him
that mean?
ask the questions that he wants?
Leia, yeah, just go ahead and ask your questions, sir. It's no problem.
Yeah, right. So it's just a few baseline questions. First of all, I'm interested in if you guys believe in satellites or not, like satellite dishes.
Understand? What do you mean? Do we believe in a satellite dish? I don't understand that at all. Did you want to rephrase that?
Yeah,
Or
like
somebody
if there
else
are
can answer, maybe.
if there are spacecraft.
It's telecommunications. That's what satellite signals are. Telecommunications.
Okay, so we need to get down to the baseline of that also then. What is the medium that you're saying these spaceship are going to? Is it a vacuum of space?
Not really. They're in the atmosphere. The atmosphere gradually decreases. There isn't a specific point
Yeah.
where.
So what is there? We have gas pressure here on Earth at sea level, right? 14.7 psi.
Mhm.
Right? How do you have gas pressure next to a vacuum without a container?
How do you have gas pressure? Well, if you pile a lot, yeah, right. If you pile, say for example, sand on top of each other, right?
Wait, we're not talking about sand. We're talking about gas.
Gas pressure, right? Gas pressure,
Yeah.
not sand.
Sand is material, gas is material, everything is
We're
material.
not talking about sand is a solid. Gas is not a solid. It's a non sequitur. It doesn't match up. So how do you have gas pressure? Can you demonstrate gas pressure without
Demonstrate over the internet?
Yeah. No. Has anybody ever demonstrated gas pressure without a container?
Please can I ask the question?
Wait a second. I'm asking a question first.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you provide a demonstration of gas pressure without a container?
Gas pressure.
You know, the
Without a
second law of
container,
thermodynamics. High pressure always goes to low, hot always goes to cool. Can you provide these are the laws of gas in this reality we live in?
So this is the thing that I don't understand, right? So some parts of science you do accept, like the gas laws and whatever, and some you reject.
If you reject the gas laws, you have no other place to go into utter humiliation. That's Arthur Eddington.
Okay, so
yeah, you want to see his statement? He said he said that needs to crash and burn. It's the most ridiculous thing anybody could say, that they could have a theory or idea in their head that they could violate the gas laws.
Okay.
So we go again.
Alternatively, if you have a demonstration of something that is contrary to what I just said, please show us the proof of that. So if you don't know it right off the top of your head, that's fine. Later on in your own time, you can go look for if it was ever demonstrated that you can have gas pressure. Otherwise, the place they're telling you is space cannot exist in the way they say. We are in a contained system. We have gas pressure. That is proof of a container. Absolute proof.
Right.
It's not maybe, if, and. It's not about what I think about it or my opinion of it. It is what it is. You cannot have gas pressure without a container. Earth has gas pressure, so there is therefore a container. Absolutely. That is what science is. It's absolute.
So let me ask you about clouds, for example, right? If you think about clouds, how come they are above in the atmosphere when they are heavier?
Exactly. That's my question. If there's gravity, how does the water cycle work? Water has weight, but in a vapor state, it goes up. Where's gravity?
No. My question is like, how come it stays contained in specific layers
Because
in the
it's in a
atmosphere.
container. Because it's in a container, it's a dynamic cycle that goes on
It's
Earth.
not
Gases are
container.
produced at the surface. They go upward. They circulate. They move around from heat, convection, conduction. All these things are
Oh,
in
I see.
action,
I see
motion
what
all
you're
the
saying.
time.
So you mean to say, like, when you say container, it doesn't have to be solid. It can be gas, right?
No,
No, it has
gases.
to be
No, listen. So good point though. Can you show us gases containing gases?
Yeah.
Where?
The
Demonstrate.
clouds
How
are
is that
contained.
shown to be?
The clouds are contained. There are like certain
I'm
conditions.
sorry. I'm
What?
sorry. Looking at something is not a demonstration of something.
What do
So
you mean
what
by
I need
demonstration?
is I need a demonstration of gases containing gases in reality.
What does that mean, demonstration?
What does that mean? That somebody was able to provide something that captured gases and showed that gases can contain gases without a container. I need to see a demonstration of that. I need gas pressure without a container. That's what you need to show to validate what you're saying.
Like, bring me 25 psi of propane without the propane container.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we need that. That's what we need
So-
if you're going to say that.
If you go in the airplane and you measure the pressure at different heights, and the pressure changes if you go into the clouds, for example, that would demonstrate what you're saying?
You're saying
Well, if
there's
you're
a gra-
in the plane, then
You're saying there's a gradient.
Like, what are
I'm
you
sorry.
talking about?
I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. Sorry. Like, Razkor, do you understand the question? Like, do you understand what we're getting at here?
No.
Okay, so you're making a claim, right, that the atmosphere of the Earth or whatever holds everything in. That's right. We're saying you need gas.
What?
You need a container for gas pressure, right? You need a container for gas pressure. So we're asking you to prove gas pressure without a container because that's your positive claim on the globe model.
Yeah, my proof is the clouds. The clouds are contained by the gas around them. Just fine.
So we're asking you to prove how gas pressure can contain gas pressure.
Clouds.
Do a demonstration, but that's not. You can't. You have to be able to demonstrate that here on Earth, right? You can't use that thing in question to like prove your point, right? You have to be able to demonstrate that. So, can you provide gas pressure without containment?
So what you're asking is to go and grab pressure from clouds, and that's
Okay, so basically, let's use this example. Okay, this one was used before, and I like to use it. Okay, so I'm gonna go scuba diving, right? And I get all my gear, but they don't have an oxygen tank. But that's okay. You guys tell me I don't need containment for gas pressure. So I just say, hey, I'm gonna just give me that oxygen. I'll just put it on my back, whatever. I go scuba diving. What happens to me?
You die.
Exactly. And why do I die? Because gas pressure needs containment. Do you understand the problem that we have here?
Yeah, I honestly I don't know how to engage with you guys because all I wanted was a couple of questions if you could answer, and I'll leave, and that's it. But
Sir, can you explain your logic? What you're talking about clouds? I mean, the clouds are denser. You're asking for gas pressure itself, all the stuff that's around the clouds. How is that contained?
Exactly, it's around the clouds, right? So there's a difference of pressure between what's outside the clouds and what's inside the clouds, because that's why they are pretty much the same shape. And this is especially in like clear days, right? When you have those
Are you
puffy
talking about a
clouds.
gas pressure gradient, maybe?
Exactly, the gradient is because there are different
Well, a
pressures in different
gradient
points.
requires pressure in the first place, correct?
Oh, hold on, Elijah. I can barely hear you, and I have you to 200%, so you're barely audible.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to only make one point. Clouds aren't gas.
They're water vapor.
Yeah, water vapor. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we said that.
So in other words, it's changing phases, and this is where the water molecules begin to form to drop back to the ground. So it's not gas.
Right. So I think the question that needs to be asked, Razcor, we're told we're in an open system. So why isn't the gas pressure escaping? How is it that you have clouds at all if it's an open system and entropy will occur?
Yeah, I didn't want to
fly away. Why doesn't everything fly away? We're supposed to be spinning on outer axis at 1,039 miles per hour. That's 480 yards per second whizzing by you at the equator. Per second. 5 football fields.
Yeah, okay. So I didn't want to get into this because obviously it's about gravity, and you guys don't believe in gravity, but
well, you're okay. So you're making the positive claim that if you believe in gravity, then you need to prove that there's gravity. So can you
What do you
prove
mean
that
by
there's
prove?
gravity? Demonstrate that gravity is an actual thing.
Yeah, when was it validated scientifically with the scientific method, through experiment?
Every time you pick an object up and you let it go.
That's not an experiment. That's just a hearsay. You're just saying, okay, because this thing falls, that therefore a one-word description is telling you what the cause is? No. When was gravity validated? And for one thing, are you talking about, what kind of gravity are you talking about? Mass attracting mass?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
old
do you
and
know
busted.
that's 106 years out of date? It was superseded entirely. That means replaced by Einstein's general relativity in 1915.
Yeah, that's incorrect.
Yeah, you're stuck with bendy space time.
Wait, that's incorrect.
Yeah,
How is
let's
that
stop
incorrect?
that.
How is that
Explain
incorrect?
Yeah, in science, we deal with models, and models can be accurate. Well,
a model is a
your best.
presupposition.
What?
A model is a presupposition, a reification. It's a logical fallacy. We don't live on a model. Model isn't reality.
Every time you use mathematics to describe something, the mathematics describing it is the model that you come up with.
Whatever can mathematics prove something? Is math able to prove anything? And can you tell me what math has ever proven?
But he needs to concede that Einsteinian gravity superseded Newtonian, right? Because they couldn't figure out the orbit of Mercury with Newtonian, so they had to come up with a new model, right? So I don't know why you want to have your cake and eat it.
Yeah, so are you denying that Einstein superseded Newtonian?
Yeah, it's a wrong way to think about it.
Okay, great. No, I'm not talking about how we're thinking about it.
Well, whatever.
Listen,
I'm gonna
if you're
go
gonna
because
wait a second. No, you don't have to.
Wait.
Listen. Okay.
I just had like a couple of questions. And
No, I
I'm not gonna go get to them. And I'm just gonna go. See you guys.
I'm talking very loud. If anyone can hear me.
Oh, hey, Elijah.
Hey.
He dipped. He's gone.
My bad.
He's gone.
Wait, is this takeover Saturday?
It is.
I'm so sorry. My bad.
No, it's all good. I don't want to. Okay. But
So anyway, I was going to ask him. I was going to ask him then if he's going with Newtonian, he would still need to show the hypothesis with the independent control variable. He would still have to provide that. So, but he chickened out and left.
Can I please ask a question?
Yeah, just hang on 2 seconds. Yeah, I mean, I know he had just a question about satellites, but he doesn't understand that, it goes deeper than just the satellites, and he clearly didn't want to have that conversation. But yes, Jake T, you have a very important question. You're very quiet, by the way.
Okay, right. Can you hear me a bit better now, or?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Right, okay. Do you think the Earth is flat?
Yeah, the Earth is flat. You. No.
Whoa, that was intense. We know the Earth is flat.
Yeah, it's immeasurably that way.
Okay, can somebody server me a payment? Thank you.
I've got him.
Thank you, Roger.
Yeah, he was from yesterday. He came in with Jake T. I got the whole list of all of them. So
Oh, so they were here before. I
they
see.
got here last
Okay.
night. And then,
Oh no, is my mic working?
yeah, that's good, bro.
Okay,
Yep.
right. So
Hey guys, can I ask something?
You know that the Earth is flat, then?
Yes.
Okay.
And he's out. Okay, who else was trying to ask a question?
I wanted to ask
That's
something.
a lie, though.
Okay, there's two people talking. I don't know who's talking.
Okay, Morris, you can go before me.
Why would NASA lie about it? I don't think NASA are nice guys.
Oh, I mean, I can speculate, but I am not NASA.
Why are you asking about a secondary thing called motive versus asking for actual fact or actual proof that they are?
I'm asking Redford about, not you.
Well, he's free to answer. This is an open conversation for everybody. So that's
You
totally
can
fine.
only have somebody answer you want to. Is that what you're trying to say?
Wow.
Redford Bed's very nice.
Excuse me.
Yeah, shut up.
Finish up.
Okay, that's enough.
Fight me.
Morris. You want to be muted?
No, I'm alright.
Okay.
Okay, can I ask a question then?
Yeah, who's speaking?
Andre, Drake is my name over here.
Hi, Jake.
Yes.
Welcome.
Hi, thank you. The question is, I don't know if this is the right channel to do this, and if it's wrong, just tell me to go somewhere else. But the question is, I want to measure a distance over a lake with a laser myself. So, what kind of power do I need a laser to be to measure a distance of 50 kilometers or 30 miles? Does anyone know?
You can go on the FE Core, and you can look at what they did.
FE-Core? Sorry about that.
FE-Core.
FE Core. They have, from what I understand, they have all the technical information on what they did.
But to give him a ballpark idea, they had like a $30,000 laser, and they only got like 40 kilometers with it.
Oh, 31,000.
Yes.
Oh, damn. It's okay. That's a problem.
No.
You
if
can do it with sunlight. Go ahead, Roger.
Yeah, if you go into the laser test,
Yes.
Yeah, so laser test channel, there are a few guys that done laser test over 19 miles with a very, don't want to say cheap laser, but it's the one you can buy off eBay.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
I think FE Core spent something in the neighborhood of $25,000 on maybe their whole setup and not just the laser.
Hey, Roger, are you hot making? I don't know if there's music in the back. It's like a lullaby. It's very relaxing.
The last guy that said that could be right. I could be wrong about the $30,000 laser. I was just pulling it out of my head. Y'all go ahead.
Oh yeah, that's all good. I just watched that recently, and I think they said because they had a motor hooked up to it, so they could make really fine movements, and the whole setup I think was something like that. But I do not think it was a cheap laser. I think it was expensive.
Okay.
If I was a psychologist, I would be in here immediately studying how these Globers come in that are not interested and only want to ask the question they want to ask. And then if they don't get the answer they want or don't get the discussion they want, leave.
Yeah, he said the curvature was irrelevant, didn't he, Sonny?
That's
The
how it
main
works in
claim of the Globe.
academia.
Sorry, Sophia, what were you saying?
That's how it works in academia.
Yes. Yeah.
Whatever doesn't fit, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about it if it doesn't fit my paradigm. Like, I won't even discuss
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, or you don't
maybe-
fund the research.
Maybe we should give him 10 seconds to grasp what we're saying, because sometimes we're swarming the globe believers. That's not a good way to get our point across.
That's true.
Yeah, but like I said earlier, the way that when he asked the question, there's different background things that we have to get to before you can just you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Sonny was trying to do, is get to that point. And I don't think he was anticipating that, because he never thought of it, which he clearly stated. So they don't think that there's all these moving parts behind just to get to that one question. They have to understand all these things. So that's what we try to do, is to provide that
I know.
knowledge and that background to them. I get your point, though, yeah, but that's just
Sometimes we're saying a lot of information, and I noticed that we don't give a lot of time to grasp. So maybe we should try that a little bit, and then they can understand what we're saying.
they're not stuck here, right? They can say, okay, that's, you know, too much. I need a minute to go and think about that, and that's totally fine. But I mean, they're not trapped here. They're here of their own free will.
I think we generally give them. I think we generally give them enough time to respond. I mean, sometimes not. I agree with you, but I try to go like, okay, so what did you think about that last point? And because if they're just whizzing on by it and they don't even respond to it, then after like 6 or 8 times, you go, like, are they listening or not? I have to, you know.
That's true. But you're not the only one speaking. There are like 4 or 5 people trying to get the point across. And I noticed in the discussion with Raskor that we didn't give him a lot of time to grasp. And even though you were maybe quiet and tried to give him some time, someone else was trying to get their point across, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just what I noticed. So
yeah, I have noticed that before too. That's probably our biggest challenge, actually.
Well, and yeah, we don't know how much somebody can actually handle too, right? Everybody's different, so you know, we never.
That's very true. Very true.
Yeah, I agree with that, Elijah. If they only are asking questions like the one girl yesterday, they're basically just doing an interrogation, and they refuse to like listen to any of our responses, then who's the one that's not listening and not responding appropriately to just normal, like, every questions that a lot of them are just yes or no, but they won't answer them? It's just really odd. So when you spot that, my tone changes, yes, when I see that happening.
I get that. I got that myself as well, but it was just something I noticed. And
yeah, because we've had dozens of people on here in the last week or so, and a lot of them, they're going like, like they get this moment, you hear it, you can hear it, and they go, oh, okay, I never. And you can tell it's the kind of like, you can tell it's the kind of thing where they're like, wow, I never considered that part. Like I wasn't aware of this information. So that's a lot different of a conversation then. Yep. And it goes along fine. And then they go, because they're actually searching, and then you can go, okay, well, if there's any other questions, look, there's the additional information. A lot of us have channels, like go do some more looking at different areas. And then they go off and do that.
Public Enemy, are you a flat earther?
Yeah, I am.
Where are you from, if I may ask?
I'm from the Netherlands.
Welcome.
Thank you. So I'm trying in my best English.
Yeah, you're doing great, man.
Quite well, actually.
No problems at all. Yeah.
Thanks.
So we had a lot of Dutchies coming in the last few days, man. Awesome stuff.
Yeah.
Dutch people are waking up.
Wow. It's one of the flattest places on earth.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we have sorry.
If Public Enemy's a flat earther, is someone available to give him the role, or?
He already has it, I believe.
Mm-mm.
What? I thought he did. Oh, he doesn't.
He's just BC verified. That's why I asked, because I heard him say really, and then I couldn't understand.
Yeah. How long have you been in the server, Public Enemy?
Since yesterday.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Usually, I think they wait a little bit, and then you have to speak to a moderator. They'll interview you for that. But
That's fine.
I mean, you're
That's fine.
free to do that at any time.
Yeah, I'm just exploring. I'm flat earther for like 2.5 years now. And I
Oh,
just
that's awesome.
just yesterday.
Well, welcome to the server. I'm glad that you
Yes.
found the server and that you're here.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Been lonely.
No doubt. Eh? It's always good to talk
Most
to
of
like
us.
minds.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah. Okay, so we have Burwolf is now VC verified. If you want to unmute your mic, if you have any questions for us.
Yes, hello. I don't have any questions or anything. I'm just gonna listen along. I'm from the Netherlands too. So yeah, nice to see so many Dutch people here. That's really nice.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. Welcome to the server. What I know if you don't want to have a conversation, that's fine. But I was just curious, what shape do you think the Earth is?
Yeah, flat. You know, I've been looking into it more with a few friends of mine. And like, if you look at flight plans, they make sense on a flat Earth, but they don't make sense on a round Earth. So that's just really obvious.
Yes, that was one of the things that I remember I was looking into. And yeah, it just makes a lot more sense on a flat Earth. So that's awesome. Well, if you have any questions or want to contribute to the conversation, that's fine.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you for the warm welcome.
Yeah, awesome. Well, glad to have you.
That is awesome.
Oh, hey, you're back. Okay, do you
Oh,
want
I've
to
been
go
here.
down the list? Oh, I didn't know that you were here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, is Appa Bonaparte here?
Wait,
Have we
Slonk
already
was
talked to him?
first.
Sorry?
Oh,
Slonk was first.
Oh, Slonk. What's up, Slonk? How's it going, man?
where's... Oh, there's Slonk.
Yeah, you got VC verified, so oh, hello?
Yeah, hi.
Hi, what's up? Welcome to the server, I guess.
I was already in the.
Oh, just hang on.
nice.
You're very quiet. Could you
volume.
could you get closer to your mic or turn your mic up?
Yeah, sure. Is this better?
A
A little
little
bit. I'm gonna turn
Not
you up for
much.
myself.
Okay.
But if you can, try to fix that too, because the live stream too, right, on YouTube, no one will be able to hear.
Long is back. He was here yesterday as well.
Yes,
Oh.
that's right.
Awesome. So, what do you think about the shape of the Earth, Slunk?
I think it's a ball.
He's
it's
a
a ball.
solid 10. He's a solid 10.
Sorry, it was a solid 10.
Yeah, yesterday we asked him if he was on a scale 1 to 10, if he was a flat earther or a globe believer, and he was a solid 10 globe believer.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Okay. So,
Okay.
I mean, he just said you're a globe believer. I don't know if you're a globe believer. Do you believe that the Earth is a globe, or do you know that it's a globe? Do you know that it's a ball?
We had this conversation yesterday. I honestly don't really feel like having it today.
Oh, okay.
Just
fine.
move on to the other people.
That's fine. That's fine. All right. That's all right. So yeah. Appa DM'd me saying that they're not really comfortable with talking on the live stream, which is fine. Have we got anyone else over here that's VC verified? We got Jor Carp, but they're not VC verified. If you want to hop up there are a few people in VC checking one at the moment.
Same
if
with
you'd like to hop up there.
Cheese Grater. If you want to jump up there and get VC verified.
Yeah. You guys just hop up there, get yourself VC verified so you guys can talk here. Awesome. Have you got anyone
And
else?
same with William B. If you want to jump up into VC check-in.
Great. So it seems that precious metals takeover here is starting to come to an end. We got 4 minutes left.
Yep.
William B, if you'd like to hop up there as well. You haven't got VC verified, you're just no role, so hop up. Oh, there you go. Awesome. They Live. Have we already talked to They Live? or
Not today. I feel like that name's familiar though. Maybe last
yeah, I feel like we've talked to him as well.
He's a flat earther. He's legit.
Pardon me.
They live as a flat earther. I've talked to him.
Oh. Okay. Awesome. Oh, you're roboting really bad. I can't hear you. They live. You're lighting up, but okay. Well, yeah, we have 2 minutes. We can end it now, or if Slonk has any questions for us, we don't have to go over all the.
I got a quick question.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Yesterday, I was told for speculations to go into the speculations room, but I can't find it.
Oh, what is it called?
Yeah, so I think FE Speculations has been removed.
I think it's the learning curve.
There
isn't
is
it now?
there is FE Beginners VC, but there's no speculation anymore.
Can someone confirm that? That I think it is the learning curve now. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, so if you actually, it says flat earth speculations, and then the room is actually the learning curve and the learning curve text. So it's under like
Yeah,
the
I saw that.
chill. Do you see it now?
I saw that, but I didn't know that was the speculations room because it's called the beginner's guide.
I don't even see
okay.
that one now.
Well, no, it's the yeah. So it's under the category FEs. Sorry, so flat earth speculations, but it's learning curve. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
It's okay. But yeah, we've got a few more people with VC verified. If you'd like to just wrap it up though, Redford, because we're about to hit 8.
I will. I just got to get a link for this because I'll do that announcement again. Okay, just a second. All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us for the Precious Metal Takeover. And hearing people's stories. That's always fun. And then this announcement, I just got to find it. Now I can't find it. Okay. I will post it in a second. So there's an event going on in the Chatterbox server. There's a Flat Earth open discussion, where the open discussion and debate of the idea of Flat Earth with the 24/7 Flat Earth Discord. So it's happening today at 10 p.m. GMT in the Chatterbox server, and I will post a link in the live stream text. And I think we're done, so everybody can join in. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you guys for turning up. It's it's just been a great event. We do have Burr Wolf. If you'd like to unmute your mic, you've got VC verified, so you can talk. If you'd like to maybe share your opinion with us. What's up?
I've already talked a bit. I'm a flat earther myself, newly converted. So yeah, I'm just listening along and enjoying everything.
That's wonderful, man. Thank you. Of course, thank you for joining the server. You said you were, new to the whole topic, newly converted. So, if you haven't been told already, if you scroll down to the bottom of the server, you'll see the additional information, and you can find some really good information down there. I find the server as one of the best sources of information, not only because of the actual text channels and stuff here, but because of the people. There's a lot of friendly people here who, have a lot of great information.
Yes. I've already had a warm welcome, so I feel really, really comfortable here. Thank you.
Awesome. You're welcome, man. Thank you. Anytime. Is anybody else in here ready or open to share their ideas, their thoughts? Who am I? If you want to hop up to the VC check-in, looks a little bit popular right now, but you can hop in there and get yourself VC verified. Apart from that, everyone's being really quiet.
I have a question.
What's up?
I just came in and I just heard the whole thing about joining, and there's a chatterbox. I'm not really sure what's going on.
Yeah, if you take a look at the live stream voice text, you'll see Redford Bear put the I guess it's sort of little announcement out, and an invite to the server, the chatterbox. It's just an open discussion about Flat Earth, where you guys are going to be debating, and it starts in 2 hours. So just a little bit over, or sorry, a little bit under 2 hours now.
Yeah.
And
Let me
yeah.
let me ask something. Is Precious Metals, because I'm recording it, so I wanted to make sure it,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Helio. Sorry, we're done now. Yeah.
Okay,
Helio,
cool.
it's over.
I'll stop the recording. The live stream will continue. I'll just stop the recording, and then we'll continue live streaming here. And I'm going to move the live stream to the Chatterbox when that starts in a couple hours. So okay,
awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Hey, great show, guys. Awesome.
Thank you, man.